Oh, hey there. It's just me, FRESHasFIT, Ben with FRESHasFIT. Before we get started on this video, I just wanted to say one thing that, if you like these videos and you like the first video about macros and you want me to continue the series, which I'm going to continue it anyways, but if you like this, you follow it along, I would really appreciate it if you could just hit that little thumbs up button down below. Maybe give me a subscribe if you want to follow along with these videos and get notifications when they are released. And I want to grow with you guys, and I want to help you guys, and I want to do it for freezies because I don't care about the money. I don't need the money. I just want to help you guys. So appreciate everything. Let's get into it. So diet. Okay, so everybody always comes at me with, man, so if you guys have ever been on Facebook, right? We got these Facebook mom blogs everywhere. We call them momblogs.com, and they're just spewing out info like crazy. There's a different diet every week that people come up with to try and lose weight. They just think like some magic change, like if they just down lemon juice or start brushing their teeth with charcoal or doing just something crazy, whatever, buy this organic extract and grind it up and then like squeeze it into some orange juice peels, and it's dumb. So anyways, diets are so easy. It frustrates me that you guys don't know the basics about diets. So I'm going to go over that today. We're going to go over 3 diet styles that are super common right now, which one I think is the best. So of the 3, we got the one that causes a lot of issues today, and we'll go over why. It's the very low calorie diets, or the VLCDs. They're very popular, especially for girls who are just going crazy and want to just crash diet. Then we have the Keto Diet, and then we have the high carb, low fat, or the most common tried and true bread and butter diet. Those are the 3 diets I really want to be concerned with, because all the others, if they're not those 3, not saying there isn't different styles of those diets, but based on the first video's macros that we talked about, those are really the only ways you can partition your nutrients and stuff. Everybody knows you have to eat less calories to lose weight, eat more calories to gain weight, but it's how you deal with those macros that's the difference. So the VLCD, they just say, let's take everything to the lowest amount. They don't even look at the macros and everything. The high carb, low fat is very obviously, it's high protein, high carb, low fat. The Keto Diet is high protein, high fat, low carbohydrate. So let's get into it. Okay, so VLCD diets are that just like pesky little kid that like always sticks around, but for some reason he's popular and like he's always there and he's always talking, and you're just like, oh dude, just shut up. So a VLCD stands for very low calorie diet. That's basically came from the interpretation of if you eat less, you're gonna lose weight, which is true to some standards, but the problem is they don't understand how the body's physiology works, and they don't understand how metabolism works. These people, normally teenage girls and women across the board as well as men, they decide that it's just easier for them to just starve themselves than to lose weight. And we have to be honest with ourselves, that's not the right way to diet. It's not healthy, it's not efficient, it's not anything. Because what happens is they crash diet, okay? They say, I'm gonna go from eating 2,000 calories a day to eating 800 calories a day. And they're eating like a wisp of air, or they're sharing the ice cube with the trash, for lunch. And so they don't eat anything, and they start losing weight, and they're like, holy crap, I'm losing weight, this is awesome. And if most of these people are not severely overweight that do this, so they're already skinny and they're just getting even skinnier. But what happens is, in your body you will lose weight because your body is trying to maintain what's going on, figure out, and normalize. So you'll start to lose weight in the beginning, but what happens is your body says this exact thing to itself. It says, holy crap, I'm starving. I'm literally in a famine right now. There is a food famine because I am not eating at all. And so what your body does is it's really smart, and it tries to understand this. It says, we need to slow our metabolism down. We need to just take it and just stop it. Just put it down to a halt. because we need to be more efficient with our energy because we're not getting any. What that in turn does is it slows your metabolism down. So now you're not burning as many calories throughout the day that you naturally just would, okay? So if I would naturally burn 2,400 calories in a day, now my body's only burning 1,200 calories a day. So what happens is you get to a point where you lose that metabolism calories that you would normally be burning. Instead of 800 calories that you're eating a day, you lost 1,000, so it's like you're eating 1,800 calories a day. And then what happens is they keep starving themselves and they don't lose any weight. And they're like, I'm literally eating nothing and I have not lost a pound in 5 weeks. What is going on? And that's because their metabolism has crashed. They have efficiently just screwed themselves over. So VLCDs are the worst. They're unhealthy. They are starving you. It makes your body feel like crap. It makes you feel like crap, and you don't even lose weight. And if you do lose weight, it's going to be like half muscle, half fat, if you even have any muscle left at that point. So needless to say, VLCDs, out of here. Get out of here. So next up, keto, which is very popular right now, and it has its merits, and it is scientifically proven to work that way. So it's a valid diet, but here are my qualms with keto. So let's get into that. Anyways, keto diet is basically where you limit your carbohydrates to around 50 grams or less. And if I get these numbers off by a little bit, don't take those by heart. But if I remember right, it's around 50 grams of carbs or less to keep you in a ketotic state. So what that means is that your body no longer wants to use carbohydrates as its primary fuel source. It wants to use fats as your primary fuel source. And in your head, you're like, oh, that's awesome because I've got the fat and I want to use that as my fuel source. But it's way harder said than done. And it is a diet for somebody who's a professional, who is maybe competing and wants to change up a diet. It is not for a beginner at all, I would not say. There is a lot of things that can be unhealthy about it. The fat choices people make, things like that. So basically what I find is somebody will come in and they will say, okay, I'm not gonna eat any carbs. I'm gonna have a crap ton of fat and a crap ton of protein. So they're eating like sausages and bacon and pork rinds and everything else, and they'll basically like leave out the buns, a ton of cheese, ton of butter. Although there are like conflicting studies about whether like those fats and stuff are good or bad for you, or cholesterol is good or bad for you. Like there is some point where some of that is going to be bad for you, and in excess like that is going to be bad for you. And also, I've gone over this in the macro video, but a fat is not like supposed to be an energy source. It's supposed to be where we get our like essential vitamins from and health factors and things like that. So one of the things that I don't understand is your energy is crashed on a keto diet. It's completely crashed. You don't have energy at all because your carbohydrate sources are just completely gone. So when you look at it, if you eat exponential amounts of fat, you don't get exponential amounts of energy. But if you eat exponential amounts of carbs, you get exponential amounts of energy, and it helps you out. So that's another issue I have with keto. But anyways, the biggest issue is people don't understand how to limit their carbohydrate intake. And that is where they fail every time. Because if you do not keep that 50 grams of carbs or less every single day, your body is not going to go into ketosis, meaning it's burning fat as its primary fuel source. And then the point of your diet is mute. Now it is just a calorie thing, and now you're going to feel like crap. You're not going to have any energy. Yeah, you'll lose weight if your calories are there, but you're going to feel bad doing it. And you're just going to keep going in and out of ketosis, because it takes about I want to say 24 to 48 hours of eating like that to go into ketosis. And if you even go over that, like you go 100, 150 grams of carbs, then you automatically just kicked yourself out of ketosis, and now you're back to that 48 hours before you're back into ketosis. So most people just have they're like, oh, I want this donut, I'm gonna cheat, I'm so hungry, please give me the donut. And then they eat the donut, and now they're out of ketosis for 48 hours. So it's like, what are you even doing? You're torturing yourself. So anyways, that's ketosis. And the last one we're going to go over, and there's a lot of different variations of this. You've probably heard of paleo or intermittent fasting, or if it fits your macros, or those are different dieting styles, and we can get into that later if you want. But these are just the three main diets and how to partition these macros. So this is the one that I completely suggest to you to try as your diet. and it is the tried and true method. It is the bread and butter. It is the reason why these athletes almost hand and fist like do this. Okay, like I would say 95% of competitors and those people you see on those bodybuilding magazines do this style of diet. And the other 5 to 10%, they do the keto diet, but that's because they are professionals. They know how to limit their carbohydrate intake. They know how to do this, and it is normally to push them over the limit. So they lose the fat all the way down to really minute levels, and then they go to a ketosis diet to really knock it down even further. So the biggest thing here, and guys, I told you this in the macro video, carbohydrates are not the enemy. They are your friend. You need them. They are so important. Please, if you get something out of this video, carbohydrates are good for you. So now I'm not saying go get a box of hot tamales and down that son, because that's going to be like 800 grams of straight sugar or 800 calories of straight sugar and be terrible for you. You need to spike your insulin, all that crap. I'm talking about good carbohydrates, rices, whole grains, rice puffs, potatoes, sweet potatoes, all of those things. So, and if you don't know what a protein, a fat, and a carbohydrate are, go see the first video right now. Go check it out, because you should have already seen this before you see this. So anyways, high carbohydrate, low fat, and high protein. So normally, we'll get into this more in the next video, which is how to set up your diet, but normally the ranges are around 35% protein, 45% carbs, and 20% fat. That gives you around 1 pound or 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Gives you a sufficient amount of carbs and enough fats, not to limit you. It doesn't hurt you at all to limit your fats as long as you get enough to get your essential vitamins. You get your A, E, D, and K. You get your health factors you need from your fats, and then you're done. It doesn't help you past then, so why go past then? But carbohydrates, if you keep eating those, guess what? You got more energy. You feel better. You got a bigger pump. You can do more in the gym. You can lift more weight. It's a no-brainer. And if you look at every diet, it's a no-brainer. People just don't understand the physiology of things. They think if I eat a carb, it's mechanically twisted and turned and then stored into a fat no matter what. That's wrong. Okay? If you're eating in a deficit, you will lose fat. You'll lose weight. I don't know if you're going to lose fat unless you follow this advice and follow my diets. But if you eat over your deficit, you're going to gain weight. So it makes sense. With the high amount of carbohydrates come the high energy, come the big workouts, come the pumps, come the awesomeness, and limiting the fats, limit the calories, limit that side of things, because if you knew from the first video, fat is 9 calories per gram, so that limits your intake there. You have to take it away from somewhere. Okay, it's all partitioning these nutrients around. And then protein, it gives you enough protein to get that 1.2 grams of protein per body pound. So it is the perfect diet, and it is why everybody uses it, and is why they're so successful with it, because it is easy to limit your fats. There's so many fat-free options, fat-free cheeses, fat-free yogurts, fat-free sour cream, fat-free everything. But the carb-free choices, carbs are so tempting that if you do a keto diet, you're gonna fail at one point or another. And yeah, you can get back on the bandwagon, but you want your diet to be sustainable. If you want to lose 20 to 40 pounds, you need to do this diet for 20 to 40 weeks. That's almost a year. So it's got to be something easy. I eat donuts sometimes. I eat anything I want as long as it fits my macros, and we can go into if it fits your macros better. But there's different styles between paleo, which is only eating certain things without grains and things like that, and then there's the intermittent fasting, which is a timing of those calories, and then those are all separate things. But of the 3 diets we went over today, very low calorie diet, stupid, don't do it. If you do it, I'm not saying you're an idiot, but you need to change, okay? Do something different. And keto diet, hey, if you can do that, all props to you, man. If you can stay under 50 grams of carbs a day with no temptations, no problems, no faults in your life, then that is awesome, and good luck to you, man. Just watch out for all those bad fats and cholesterol and all that. And then the high carbohydrate, low fat, high protein diets, you're my best friend. And for the longest time, I thought the same stupid thing, that carbohydrates were bad for you, and somehow that was how you got fat. I did 0 carb diets. And yeah, you lose a little bit of fat, but you feel like crap. You don't get any better in the gym. It's just bad, guys. So take my advice, high carbohydrate, low fat, high protein, get what you need, kill your workouts, lose weight every single week doing it. And then next time we're gonna go over, if it fits your macros diet, using the high carbohydrate, low fat, high protein diet that I just talked about. And from there, we're gonna tell you how to set up your macros, how to figure out your calories, and then how to manipulate that set of calories to either lose fat or gain weight. And I guarantee you, if you follow this advice, you will be successful 100%. So keeping it short this week, no more 20-minute videos. I'm gonna try and keep it under 10 minutes or less. If this video is over 10 minutes, I'm very apologetic. I apologize. So anyways, I'm gonna get back to my business trip and do some #business, and follow me on Instagram at FRESHasFIT. I'll put that up here somewhere. And also, thank you for following along. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, my friends, because this is for you. It's free. I'm not charging you for any of this. I just want you guys to have a solid foundation on health, fitness, diet, and give you the tools to kill it. And I guarantee if you follow this stuff, you'll kill it. So thank you so much. FRESHasFIT, where we have a fresh take on fitness. That's the new slogan. I got rid of the other one. So we have a fresh take on fitness. And I just look forward to doing more videos for you. So next week, continuing on with the last part of the diet series, and then we're gonna move into workouts and muscle groups and everything else of the beginner series. So we'll see you in the next one. Appreciate ya.